Well, hello, Rebecca and Jim. So great to have you with us today. So we have here Rebecca and Jim Baffin. They are the owner of Enhanced Electrical. So can maybe just talk about this? What's the origin? Can you tell us about the story for those who don't know the company? Can you tell us a bit more about what you do, who you serve, and your specialty? That would be great if we could start there.
Okay, we're a full service electrical contractor in the Northern Nevada area. We specialize in everything from your 1 hour service call all the way to ground up builds for both residential and commercial customers.
Okay, great. And Jim, of course, you have been doing this for a long time. You're an electrician and you've been in the Reno Sparks area for a long time. Serving companies, businesses, as well as residential clients around here, right?
Absolutely. Yep. I've been in the trade since 2002 and been in business since 2012.
Okay, great. So is that something that you always envisioned doing together?
You know, honestly, when the business started, we weren't even married yet. So we were dating, we were a couple, and Jim actually started the business in the garage of the house that I lived in at the time, and it started from there and grew. And as it grew, Jim needed more support, and so there was a pivotal moment where we decided we were going to work together full time and run it together.
I love this type of stories.
Yeah.
So what made you realize it was not just a job, it was really becoming a business with some great potential for growth? What was the
I think at first it was, earning a living. It was working out of the garage, but once we kind of grew out of that spot and decided we need to get into a real commercial space, I think that really has kind of solidified it to make it say, okay, this is real.
Yeah, that makes sense. So tell us about what sets you apart from other electrical contractors in the area.
So I think one of the biggest things is not only do we provide high quality solutions to our customers, but the amount of communication we have with the customer through the process is key. If they have a project that's a couple of days, we communicate that with them up front. They know when we're going to be there. Our technicians communicate with them while on site as well. So the customer is very informed through the process, and that really means something to them. And if there's any stop-start delays, that there's still communication along the way. And so they don't feel left in the dark. They don't feel as if, are they coming back? There's never that concern for them. They know because the communication is there. And that makes a huge difference for the customer.
Yeah, of course, and not everybody does that. I mean, that's quality also part of not only the service, but it's also safety, because people very often need a response pretty quickly.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So can you share maybe an example of a project where doing things the right way made a huge difference for the client?
One of the biggest things that we feel kind of sets us apart here about doing things the right way is we really speak a lot to our team about if mistakes are made, honesty is key. Let's communicate with the customer right away that there's a problem. If you nick their floor, you go tell them right away that this is what this is what happened, this is how it happened, this is how, approach we'd like to take on that to resolve it. Are you comfortable with that? And as a business, we stand behind that. Our team stands behind it, the business stands behind it. And that makes a big difference for the customer. And if it's something that takes some time to resolve, meaning we need to bring in a flooring contractor or a drywall contractor or whatever, there's communication again, like we talked about along the way, and they know what to expect. They don't feel that we've made a mistake and abandoned them. And so that's huge.
So Jim, why is quality and safety such a non-negotiable value for your company?
Reputation. Reputation is where it's at. We've got to maintain our quality to build that strong reputation. And then when it comes to safety, our team matters to us. We want to make sure that they're going home to their families and that they are not injured.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, and our team is trained that if the situation isn't safe, don't proceed. Communication again, talk to the customer, reset expectations. We'll come up with a solution where we can proceed safely.
Right. What have been? Tell us what would be really interesting to know. What's been the biggest challenge in scaling the business while maintaining those standards?
Yeah, I mean, I think one of the hardest things that we have to deal with is scheduling. So keep the schedule consistent. We have employees, like I said, that matter a lot to us, and we want to make sure that they're coming and getting a full-time job so they can make their money and support their families. So service is usually what fills in our gaps between our projects, because projects are start and stop. It's, the nature of construction. So getting that service as a fill-in stuff is super important for us.
Yeah. So how do you train and lead your team to uphold the same level of care and professionalism that you've had?
We feel strongly that we kind of lead by example on this one. Not kind of, we do lead by example on this one. We treat them with respect, with kindness, with professionalism, and show them that they matter to us. And they in turn do that for our customers. And I think that's the biggest thing that we do. They do it with our customers as well as our new hires.
What systems or habits have helped you grow without burning out?
I think important is to maintain a healthy work-life balance. We got to be able to shut off work when the day's over, go home to our families, and make sure that the family time is spent without work interruptions. We want to make sure that us and our employees are getting to all their kids, sporting events and different assemblies and things like that. It's important. Family's first for us.
Right, I love that.
And we accomplish that balance by cross-training our team. Our technicians are cross-trained. They're not commercial electricians or residential electricians are able to do both. Our office team is cross-trained on tasks. So when somebody starts to feel that burnout, we can shift workload and we can shift what tasks are owned by you, so then that way it helps relieve that stress.
So Enhance Electrical has built a really strong trust with your clients over the years. You're known here in the area. How do you approach customer relationships differently?
Honesty first. We believe that being honest with our customers and always doing the right thing from the very beginning, the first phone call they make, when there's mistakes, everything else, it really changes how customers feel about us and makes that difference for them.
What do customers most often tell you that they appreciate about working with you and your team?
Yeah, is what we hear back from customers mostly is how professional we were and how things were seamless from start to finish, and the friendly smile when we showed up and the communication while we were there.
You build relationships, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. And that comes, to the word of mouth. People talk, right? So how important is that in building the reputation that you have had?
It's key. And if you were to take, for instance, a string diagram and build a string diagram of our customers, so many of them are interconnected, and we didn't realize they were until, through informal conversation with the customer, you get to know that, customer, 10 is actually who sent us 15 other customers, and you didn't even know they were related. It's just through that communication and word of mouth gets out. And it's huge.
Reno's really grown, but it's still a small town.
Yeah, everybody knows. Lots of people know each other. Yeah, for sure.
Word gets around.
And you want to make sure that, every interaction you're having is a positive one, whether it's when we go to the parts house to pick up material and our technicians are friendly with the people they're working with there and treat them with respect, and then in turn somebody asks for an electrician, your name can come up. It's all those little things that matter.
For sure. So let's talk about industry inside, because I can imagine the industry has been evolving a lot. What trends are you seeing in the electrical industry right now, especially in residential and commercial work that you're doing?
I would say that everything anymore is Wi-Fi connected. It's smart, everything from your refrigerator to your microwave. But as far as trends that we see, a lot of it's seasonal. So if we're having a really bad fire season, or there's been a lot, you're in an area that's got a lot of power outages, we're having people calling us for generators. Whole house generators. If it's coming up to the holiday season, like October through January, we're having people calling us about permanent holiday lighting, which is one of our favorite products to install, actually. And it's another trend that is going pretty steady is electric vehicle chargers, EV chargers. They're getting more and more popular. All these different manufacturers are coming out with their own, and everyone wants a way to charge their vehicle in their home.
Yeah. How has technology changed the way electrical services are delivered today? I mean, is there a big shift in that area?
I would say not necessarily in how they're delivered, but it has definitely changed how our technicians create interactions for the customers, meaning that, you know, Jim touched on a little bit, a lot of things are Wi-Fi capable now.
Yeah.
So a lot of the devices we install are Wi-Fi capable, or the customer, you know, has something that's not Wi-Fi capable, but we can add a smart outlet to it to make it app controllable for them, things like that. So it's more about, you know, the products we can offer and or how we can put something in between that makes it smarter for the customer.
I would imagine a lot of people have had their homes for a long time are also looking at upgrading a lot of their electrical systems, right? Is that something that you see a lot happening?
Absolutely. Lighting is number one probably in that aspect.
Yeah.
Everything's going to LED lighting.
Right.
If anything new today is going to be LED right out the gates.
Right.
But we have lots of solutions that we can retrofit existing fixtures to LED.
Okay, great. And are people saving a lot of money by doing so?
Yeah, the energy usage or consumption is less than half typically. Sometimes a third.
Less than half.
And
Wow.
so it will save you money on your power bill.
Okay. What should homeowners or business owners know before they hire an electrical contractor?
I'd say make sure that whoever you're hiring is licensed for the work that you're hiring them to do. If residential, for instance, there's licenses that are only good for residential electrical, and you can't necessarily take that same electrician and hire them to do work at your office, your commercial building. So make sure they're properly licensed, which means they're also properly insured.
That too. So how do they know that? They just go to their website and check information?
Actually really easy. The Nevada State Contractors Board makes it really easy to do a license search, and you can pull that up really quick.
Okay, great. Looking back, what's one lesson you wish you had learned earlier in your entrepreneurial journey?
I honestly think,
for sure.
Yeah, so I think putting processes and systems in place early, even before you think you need them, really makes it easier. You know, imagine, we see construction work in town all the time when we're having to drive through it. It's painful. But if you would have put the road in first and had a pathway first, it's smooth, it's easy, right? So putting those processes in place, getting your, CSM systems and things like that in place from the get-go really makes a big difference.
That makes sense. So what advice would you give to couples or partners that are considering starting a business together? I mean, it's a big decision, right?
It is, and we get asked it a lot. How do you guys do it?
Yes.
And we're, so one of the things, ensure you're a good team to begin with. If there's a lot of tension and whether if you're a couple in your relationship or as individual peoples that are looking at doing a partnership together, if you're always butting heads, a business is not going to make that easier by any means. You as partners, you need to kind of weigh and balance each other, right? So you need to know what each other's strengths and weaknesses are, and you need to be able to balance one another. So,
we jokingly tell people that to go out on a 2-man whitewater rafting tour and see how you operate together, and if you can do that, you can probably run a business together.
That's a very good idea. You're testing very well that way.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
I love it. Yeah.
And grace. Give each other lots of grace.
Yes.
Lots of grace, because it's not easy, but the grace you give one another makes that difference.
I love that. What a beautiful word also. Yeah. So what do you think separate businesses that last from those that struggles in the trades? Because you see a lot of people starting those businesses, but they don't last for a very long time, right?
I think it's how you treat people. It's how you go about things. You treat people right, and good things will happen.
Right.
No matter if it's making you more money or not. If you're doing the right thing, the rest will fall into place. And then also knowing your true cost of your service, up front. it's real easy to work your way into a hole if
Yes.
you don't know what your costs are.
Yeah, business has to be profitable, right? So you have to be a good business person for sure. Where do you see Enhanced Electrical in the next 3 to 5 years?
Honestly, we plan on continuing along the same journey. We really enjoy the personal touch we offer our customers as owners and our team. We really thrive on knowing who our team members are, knowing their families, knowing our customers, being able to and be in a position where we can pick up the phone if we want to and have a direct, open conversation with our customer. So we thrive on that. And so we don't have a desire to be the biggest electrical contractor in Reno. Consider us more of your boutique contractor. We want to know who you are and we want to help you. And we want our team to be able to do that as well.
So yeah, I'm curious because Reno, the whole Reno Sparks area is growing dramatically and a lot of new businesses are coming in, correct?
Yeah, absolutely. So we've been supporting a lot of the businesses moving into town with new builds, whether it be tenant improvements on new leases that they have to full ground up builds where they're building on a new lot. So we've been supporting them already through that and continue to do so. We also support them. We may not have built their building or done their original TI, but we support them through their service needs also. So even if we didn't do the build originally, we're finding that we get those calls for support as well after for service.
And as those businesses come in, that means more people are coming in too. A lot of times they'll bring their teams along. And so with that, there's residential work that needs to be done as well. So whether it's new homes or remodels to existing homes, we're on top of that as well.
Very true. What does success look like for you beyond revenue or growth?
Honestly, this question was one that we had to spend some time on and to really, but one thing kept coming to us. We're proud of the company we built. And we're not proud of it because of the numbers. We're not proud of it because of P&L sheet. We're proud of it because of the community that we're able to serve. We're able, we love our customers. We love the role we play for them. And it's special to get customer calls when they talk about, they're so grateful for the consistency, the quality of the work. And that's success to us.
Yeah. I'd love to hear more about this. What's been the most rewarding part of building Enhanced Electrical together?
I think it's our team. Building a team that can earn a living and support their families. And when we get calls from maybe mortgage companies about our employees, verifying employment because they're going to buy their first home. Or our employee just had their first baby.
Yeah.
All that stuff is super rewarding to us.
Yeah. It's a real family. Yeah.
Watching them grow as individuals. Sorry, I get emotional about this. But they are family to us. And so watching them grow means everything.
No, I know.
Sorry.
Oh, no.
I have no idea what these over that.
But I love that.
It's like extra kids. You don't want to call them your kids because they're not. Some of them are, they're our age or
because
older
you
than
truly
us,
care.
but we care.
And that's
we really
not
care about
everybody
them.
does. So it's beautiful to see that. And you're being completely yourself. I love that. It's beautiful. Yes. What keeps you motivated to keep going?
I think keeping humor in it. Everybody needs to laugh.
Yeah.
So trying to keep things lighthearted. Treating people with respect, and then being able to joke around, when things get rough.
Yeah. And you have a beautiful mascot here, and I know it's not in the script.
Yeah.
But let's talk about your beautiful mascot because having pets around helps too, right?
It does.
Absolutely, yeah. So he is crazy. Cody is our mascot. He's currently napping on the floor in here. And his favorite thing is a laser. So anytime something gets stressful, you just turn on the laser. It's automated and it bounces all over the room.
Really?
And we get to watch him play like a cat. So that really helps. And then in the field, the technicians joke around like we do, and they have a good time as well. And so that really helps. And then of course we load balance and work through the humor and things like that, and then load balance to help relieve that stress.
If our listeners take away just one thing from your story today, which is an amazing story, what would that be?
We're a friendly, professional, and reliable team that's excited to make your next electrical experience a fun one, you know, and a quality experience. So just let us know how we can help.
Okay.
We recognize how hard it is to hire a contractor and bring people into your home. And so we want to respect that, and we want to show up with a smile and leave people feeling happy.
And at the same time, on the commercial side of things, they just need it done, and we'll take care of that also.
Yes.
Just come in, figure out what's wrong with my lights, take care of it, and let me know.
And you have demonstrated over the years that you do just that.
Thank you.
Great. Now, if people want to get hold of you, what's the best way to connect with you?
Probably best way is to give the office a call.
Okay.
I can say the phone number if you want, but
Yes.
give the office a call at 775-830-2033.
Okay. And then
And if it's after hours, you can text that number as well, and we'll respond the next business day. You can also reach us through our website and fill out a contact us form, and we'll be happy to get back to you the next business day if it's after hours.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much for everything you do for this whole area, Northern Nevada, because you do serve Northern Nevada, correct?
Yeah.
That's right.
And one thing that we didn't touch on yet is we are, in discussing exploring things. We are considering and exploring the idea of possibly adding service in the Lake Elsinore area also.
Oh, okay.
So-
Well, this is great to know.
Yeah.
All right. Well, again, thank you, Rebecca. Thank you, Jim, for everything
Thank
you're
you.
doing. We're lucky to have you in the community here.
Thank you.